Call halal la Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Waha Raha Kwadash. All praises and glory go to you, Lord. Double honors and respect go to our apostles, our elders, and our teachers, men of great millstone. To you I say shalom. It's your brother Amraya, and here we go again. So we have an article that we're about to read. But before we read it, we're going to filter through the scriptures like we always do. This is Sirach chapter 12 and verse 10. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. And iron rusting, or any metal rusting, is it returning to its natural state, its purest form, okay? Which is why you see it look like it's reverting or reversing. And what this is saying is your enemy has his wickedness in his most natural form. All right. If they are born speaking lies. They come out the womb this way. And by your enemy, first and foremost, we're talking to the nation of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and North American Indians. You are the biblical Israelites of the Bible. And your enemy is the so-called white man and his affiliates, the biblical nation of Esau, Edom. Okay. And his wickedness, it's in his most natural, purest form. Verse 11, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. All right. Don't take your eyes off this devil. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou had wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away, because his most natural, purest self, his inner self, is wicked to the core. It says, verse 12, set him not by thee. Don't even sit with these devils, lest when he have overthrown you, he stand up in your place. Neither let him sit at your right hand, lest he seek to take your seat, and thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. And we were warned by our forefathers who prophesied, the prophets of old, that you shouldn't sit this devil by you, that you shouldn't put him at your right hand lest he take your seat or take your place. So they walk around in the world today as imposters, imitating the people of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And to this day, that's what they do. This whole Kanye West situation, they have blown out of proportion, is because they are, in fact, imposters looking to keep the lie going. Okay. Verse 13, who will pity a charmer that is bitten by a serpent, or any such as come near wild beast? Okay. And there will be no excuses in this day, because day in and day out, prophets are out here telling you who your enemy is and what they are up to. So if you are taken in his net, you have no excuse, because you have been forewarned. Okay. Verse 14. So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? For a while he will abide with you, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. He's going to help you fall, like in the movie Big Daddy when he throws down the stick and the skater falls on the stick. They're going to help you go ahead and hit your demise. Verse 16, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagined how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find an opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. These are blood lusters, the devil in the earth. so-called white man, the nation, biblical Edomites, Esau, Edom. All right, they are bloodlusters, and they're looking for any opportunity to bring that about. All of the devices that you see in the world today, weapons of mass destruction, guns, knives, and they're not the inventor of knives. However, they use them for one purpose, that is to shed blood. Okay. Now, before I get this, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and get this in the blue letter. And Salaki, my internet is moving slow. However, we're going to go ahead and bring the edification out of this one way or the other. Allow this to load up, please. On the Revelations. Go there. Chapter 6. Okay. And the purpose of Esau Edom has been revealed. Okay. Now, this is Revelation 6, and verse 1 is where I begin. It says, "And I saw when the Lamb, Yahushua, whom you ignorantly call Jesus, opened one of the seals, and I heard, as it were, the noise of thunder, one of four beasts saying, 'Come and see.' And I saw, and behold, a white horse, Yahushua, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer. And when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, 'Come and see.'" Listen, and this is important. Verse 4, "And there went out another horse that was red." And these so-called white people are not white at all. They are red, symbolizing Salakia. They're red. Their blood shows forth through their skin, and they are symbolic of this red horse. Okay. Verse 4, "And there went out another horse that was red, and the power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword." Now this was this was given unto them by Isaac, whom is Yahushua, if you can receive it spiritually. Okay. And this was the blessing given to Esau, Edom, if you know the history. Now, by this time, Jacob had already planted Esau, his twin brother, who are the children of Isaac, and Isaac is the son of Abraham, the legitimate son. Okay. And Isaac is also Yahushua, if you can receive it. Read Matthew chapter 1, verse 1. Now it says, "And Isaac, his father, said unto him," actually, let's go up a couple verses. So Genesis chapter 27, verse 30. "And it came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob," and Jacob are you 12 tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and North American Indians. "And Jacob was yet scarce gone out from the presence of Isaac, his father, that Esau, his brother, came in from his hunting." Now keep in mind, we're going from Revelations chapter 6, verse 4, when it said that the red horse was given a great sword. And we're finding out where this comes from. Verse 31, "And he also had made savory meat and brought it in unto his father, and said unto his father, Let my father arise and eat of his son's venison, that thou soul may bless me." Now, a little backstory. Isaac was on his deathbed, basically. He wanted his son Esau who was a great hunter, to go out and basically hunt some wild game, cook it up for him that he may go ahead and eat the meal and then bless him. Jacob and his mother overheard this. Jacob's mother then hatched a plan to disguise Jacob as Esau, providing him a meal and receiving that blessing that would have gone to Esau. So he not only took Esau's blessing, but he had also previously taken Esau's birthright by selling him some uncooked meat, some raw meat, and receiving the birthright. Now, continuing on, verse 32. And Isaac his father said unto him, Who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly and said, Who? Where is he that have taken venison and brought it to me? And I have eaten all before thou camest, and have blessed him. Yea, and he shall be blessed. So Jacob will be blessed. Okay. Let's get to the point. Verse 34. And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceedingly bitter cry, and said unto his father, Bless me, even me also, O my father. Crying like a little biggity. You know what he was doing. He was pissed. He was hurt to his core. Verse 35. And he said, Thy brother came with subtlety and have taken away thy blessing. And he said, Is not he rightly named Jacob, meaning supplanter? For he have supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he have taken away my blessing. And he said, Hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? So he's begging his dad, Come on, man. Yeah, I need a blessing too. Verse 37. And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy Lord. For Jacob is the beginning of the world after Esau. Okay, Esau is the ending, Jacob is the beginning. So when the Lord Yahushua comes back to restore order in this world, Jacob will be his government and Esau will be on the bottom. And Esau is the so-called white man. Now, verse 37, that Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy Lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants, and with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. Because as we already know, this guy can get pretty emotional, especially when he doesn't get his way, even to this day. Verse 39. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth which they have received, and the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt reserve and shalt serve thy brother, Salakia. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, The days of mourning my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob, meaning he wanted to kill him. All right, he wanted to kill his own brother. Now, going back to Revelations chapter 6, we understand what it means now when it says, verse 4, And there went out another horse that was red, that is the nation of Esau, Edom. And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword, which came from our Lord and Savior, Yahushua, in a previous life. Now, getting to the news article. A wag the dog event is coming, y'all. Okay? And you must be walking circumspect and have clear vision to see what is coming. The article says, Ukrainian dirty bomb threat is real. Kremlin. Spokesperson Dmitry Peskov says the West's disbelief doesn't make the risk any less pressing. Now, what are they talking about? It says there is a clear danger that Ukraine might use a dirty bomb during its conflict with Moscow. The Kremlin has said the statement came after the Russian Defense Ministry claimed that Kiev wanted to resort to weapons of mass destruction in order to frame Russia. What they're looking to do is start a nuclear war by any means necessary. If an enemy speaks sweetly with his lips, but in his heart imagine how to throw thee into a pit, he will weep with his eyes, but if he find an opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. Okay, and that's verse 16. So they're looking for blood by any means necessary, even if it means framing their enemy, if it means taking out a few of their own and making it look like it was their enemy that did it. Now, my mother used to say, may she rest with the Lord in peace. But she used to say, if these people will do it to each other, what do you think they will do to you? And I agree with that sentiment. I mean, if they're nasty and ungodly, unholy to each other, what do you think they have for the nation of Israel, who they despise and cannot stand? Okay. Continuing in the article, it says a so-called dirty bomb is usually understood to be a conventional munition containing radioactive material. They're gonna unleash the beast. That red horse is coming to go ahead and take more peace from the earth and go ahead and get after that bloodlusting, what they're known for. Their distrust of the information that has been relayed by the Russian side does not mean that the threat of the use of such a dirty bomb ceases to exist. The threat is evident, Dmitry Peskov, the Kremlin spokesperson, told reporters on Monday. Peskov added that Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu had recently informed several foreign governments about the matter, but it is ultimately their business whether to believe it or not. Okay. And that's what you get when you deal with the nation of Esau, Edom. A bunch of treachery, backstabbingness, and lowlifeness coming to the forefront because, like iron rusteth, it is at the most natural portion of their core to be wicked. Now, if you want to check out this article, you can find it on RT and read more about it. I personally am done with the subject. I'm just keeping my eyes open and looking for what is coming down the pike next. I want to say, Call halal la Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai for this lesson. I want to say shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. And until the next one, Abad Babal.